Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 18 chat.
This is episode 7. This is an eviction episode. So
Julie is here in her nude whatever dress.
the mesh to make it look like it's nude, but she's not really.
Yeah,
That was quite a dress.
it was.
80s called. Wants your dress back.
You know what? I give her props for like
Switching it up.
switching it up.
Anything was better than those play clothes last week.
All right, well, let's get into what's going on here. So last time, Paulie took Paul off the block because of the power of friendship, and he put up Victor in his place because the power of you backdoored.
Victor was still in denial, though.
Yeah, he was.
And Paul really feels bad because
Paul knows
Victor's
what's up.
so stupid.
But he's got to look out for himself, so he can't be like, hey, guess what?
You're
the
going home,
target."
stupid.
But he's dropping all these hints, and it's just like,
It's painful.
yeah.
So Victor kind of campaigns to get rid of Tiffany.
He's like, good thing I won that roadkill so I could put Tiffany up. And he does some campaigning earlier in the week, and everybody's like, yeah, we'll get rid of Tiffany, sure.
Alright, well, Frank's already got his sights set on next week. He's trying to reel Bridget in.
He's got this group of girls that he's trying to work the spy girls and get them into the jury so that they can vote for him.
Right. So,
He's trying to pull Bridget back in because he hasn't been talking to her much lately.
Bridget just spills the beans on Tiffany. Did you know that Tiffany doesn't really like you?
I made cookies again.
Why would you do that?
Because she is not a girl's girl. She is ready to turn those girls in.
Well, Frank's upset now. Now he really wants to get rid of Tiffany.
Oh, that was in the editing. Come on. He already wanted to get rid of Tiffany. Let's be real.
Alright, so there's an awful lot of GT happening this season.
I thought that James was an honorary member of GT, which means girl time.
No, GT means James, get out!
Get out, James!
James is kind of suspicious that there's a girls' alliance because
Well-
he keeps getting thrown out.
He goes up to hang out with the guys in the HOH room. They're all like, sup, bro? And he's like, I just got kicked out of GT.
Again.
Yeah, so they're like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, we can't have this. We can't.
Wait a minute.
We can't.
We've only sent guys home so far. Do you
So
think
they're
there's a
like-
girls' alliance?
They're like, do you think we should not get rid of Victor this week and send home either Bronte or Tiffany?
Nah.
Well, we know Big Brother's gonna try and make it look like they were thinking about it.
Well, they really weren't. So Frank realizes there's going to be a spot opening up in the 8-pack because if he wants to get rid of Tiffany, he's got to fill that with a D. A Paulie.
A Paulie. But also, he's worried that Tiffany is going to out the 8-pack to Paulie before he can, and then he's going to look really bad. So Frank decides, you know what? I'm going to tell Paulie all about this.
Hey, get Paulie up here to the HOH. I got something to tell
To
him.
my HOH room.
Yeah. All right, listen to me. Everyone's in this stupid alliance.
He's like, it was like stupid or whatever, and like the girls made it, and they like came up with this stupid name, and it was like whatever, it was like not even that cool.
Everybody's in it except for you. It's all the girls' fault.
Yeah, he really put it on the girls.
Yeah.
Paulie was just like, so like I just wasn't in the room? Like what's the deal?
Yeah, that's right. So the real alliance is me, Corey, and you.
Ugh, the dude bros.
Frank's a dick, okay?
I'm kind of remembering why I didn't like him in his first season.
I hope...
And it wasn't just because of Mike Boogie.
Right. I hope that he had changed from his first season, but he's an even bigger dick this season.
He's being really sloppy right now. He's like all over the place. I'm a little surprised that he didn't come in with a little more control.
Yeah. Well, Davon's got a sniff of this, and she's like, you know
A
what?
sniff? She's got a freaking
Schnootful?
fart cloud.
Did anybody see that epic fart on the live feeds?
Which one? Okay, moving on.
Davon wants him out.
She's ready to cut those ties. She's getting rid of them.
She's ready to get that air freshener out and get that stale fart smell out of the house.
Oh God! So they're already talking about next week because everybody knows that Victor's going this week. So Davon.
Except for Victor.
Yeah, everybody except for Victor. So Davon's trying to get things going here. you got a bunch of people telling Polly, like, Frank's got all these deals, and Polly's just like, wait, what? What? Yeah, so then Polly and Zakiya are chatting, and he's like, what if we make this 5-person alliance? Me, you, Day, Nicole, and Corey. Like, I'm ready to roll with that crew.
Yeah, well, Day does not want to be in that group because she's a fifth wheel in that group.
You got 2 potential showmances there.
There's no James and there's no Frank.
Well,
Poor
she doesn't
James.
want to work with Frank.
Poor James. I mean, like, all of the, her original alliance of the returners is, like, disbanded now.
Yeah, the vets, they're not going to make it to Final Four together.
James is spending too much time jumping out of garbage cans. Nobody wants to align with him. He's a garbage man.
I don't think people are taking him seriously as a player because nobody's like, hey, be in this alliance with us.
How is it that everybody's not like, Corey, you're a bag of garbage?
I don't know. I'm sorry, the goat story. We can never get past that.
Is he just like an ass in the seats, or do they actually like really want him in the alliance?
I think it's partially ass in the seat, but you know. All right, so it's time for Julie to check in.
All right, so let's get the pleadings over with. Bronte, you're all the best. I really mean that.
Okay, but what about Victor's speech? I don't even know what this was.
I think he was attempting to do a Bronte voice.
Is that what that was?
But he just sounded like an a-hole. He pulled out the stupid baby voice. It almost seemed like he didn't know he was going until that last commercial, and then he was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Wait a second.
That was dumb. And then Tiffany was just like, if you vote me
I got the nice ass hair straightener and I'll take it with me.
That's right.
I thought that was pretty funny.
It was hilarious. So
let's just cut to the chase.
Tiffany was safe, and you are evictored by a vote of 9-1. Victor.
Embarrassing.
What happened?
And then they were all just like, let's do a group hug so this is less awkward.
Yeah.
Again, he, just like Jose, went out with his tail between his legs.
He told Julie, yeah, I kind of knew.
Did you, though? Did you?
He put on a brave face, though.
At least Paul gave him a pity vote. That's nice.
That's his bro. Julie said, you're stupid. You should have kept your mouth shut. Your big, fat mouth shut.
Yeah, probably.
So she alludes to the fact that he's got a chance to get back in. What would you do differently? I'd play slightly differently.
Victor, if you come back in this house, honey, you're gonna have to do better. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna have to do better.
All right, the goodbye messages were typical.
Pretty typical, except for Natalie, who was all like, you need to learn how to be nicer to women. But guess what, Natalie? No one saw your freaking 5-minute romance with Victor on the show because
it never made the feeds. It was pre-feeds.
It didn't even make the feeds, so nobody knows what that's all about.
You know, Paul is really growing on me.
Paul's growing on me too.
Paul thinks he's next. Paul is very, very funny.
He, at times, yes.
At first I didn't like him because he was a hipster douche. But now he's growing on me. Alright, so, and besides, there's nobody else, really. It's time for the HOH
nobody else? There's so many people left. Alright, HOH competition. It's called Kiss My Ace.
Alright, so this was basically a tennis trampoline plinko.
Okay.
You take your ball and you
bounce it off the giant racket.
And get it into the slot.
And they were still playing in teams.
Right.
So whoever has the lowest score for each round is out.
Right. At one point, when there was one left from each team, weren't those all newbies that were left? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bronte, Paul, Bridget, and Natalie.
Yep.
So it ended up coming down to Paul versus Bridget. And Bridget won.
What? Oh my god, this is gonna be so weird.
First of all, they had ball boys.
Yeah, they let them in the house.
That's really weird.
But there was that competition last season with the foam, and they had like those drugged out dance models people. So I guess they've been doing that every once in a while.
Yeah, but Bridget won.
Yeah, I really don't know what's gonna happen here because you know Frank's gonna try and get up in there, but like.
Well, Frank, Bridget, Michelle, and
Polly.
They're
all safe. So that's really gonna throw a wrench in these backdoor Frank plans.
Yeah. Guys, let us know what you thought in the comments. And until tomorrow.
Much love.
Edit.